Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So, in yesterday's video, we made a lot of notes, and we're looking to change a couple of things. I did not have enough time to change Gouging Fire. I also have not really looked at Araquanid for any type of counters or what kind of builds people would use, especially with that infestation build that we ran up against yesterday. So with that being said, we did look at Zacian's move pool, and we also upgraded his Terra. We went with water this time to give that a shot, and we went with Iron Head, Play Rough, and Sacred Sword. Now, obviously his best fighting attack is close combat, but I don't have it PP'd all the way up. So what I'm going to do is not worry about that right now, because even Behemoth Blade doesn't show up to where I can actually PP it. I'm not 100% sure why it doesn't show up. I know Iron Head becomes that when he becomes a ground form, but it's not there for me to like update it with the HP or the PP ups. So that's funny. We put back Play Rough just so that we had extra options against other typings that we didn't have before. And we kept Sacred Sword because then we can get through defenses and not have to worry about that too much. We didn't make any changes to Tornadus. We will probably do that soon. We did make some change to Urshifu. We went Adamant instead of Jolly. So now we're fully invested into attack, which is probably how everyone else is able to do a ton of damage to me right off the rip, and just kind of allowed the speed to drop off a little bit. So right now I'm currently outspeeding like Calyrexus, which is totally fine. So if I run into Kyogres, I should have some sort of benefit to that in some way or form. The calcs were looking good for Zacian and Urshifu. I didn't get very far into Gouging Fire. I do see that he is on Pokemon Home, so I am able to see, but I think he's like 89th place at the time of this recording. So probably we'll be looking that up a little bit more tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, today for you. Which, happy Thursday, happy 4th of July for all my Americans out there, American friends, people that live in America. It's an Independence Day. So I'm probably just going to sit at home all day because it's going to be really hot, and I'll probably walk around in the late evening to watch all the fireworks because it's too hot. I want to go out and celebrate, but no. So instead, I'm just gonna stay here, relax, get some recording done, do some edits, and wait till it cools off so I can get out and walk around the cul-de-sac and maybe the street, maybe walk down a few blocks to see all the fireworks. So yeah, there's that. So I'll be around, so hopefully you guys don't mind like the noises that are coming in the background. I think that's all. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get into our matches here in just a little bit. Again, happy 4th of July, everyone. And again, happy Thursday. So without further ado, let's get into our matches, shall we? Okay, so we've got Groudon, Gouging Fire. Wow. Okay, so Groudon, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, Urshifu, and Venusaur. So we don't know which Urshifu it is. Everything else is pretty interesting. Photosynthesis team, it's a huge sun team, so I can see this wrecking my team if I'm not careful. So let's go. And they don't really have anyone to outright defeat me, like outspeed me. No, I'm dumb. Venusaur would. Chlorophyll, absolutely. Chien-Pao, Fergaraf, so we can ignore the priority stuff. No, because, no, we're not going to do that. Because the Sun, Urshifu is not going to be like a good case here. Would be able to withstand against Walking Wake. So yeah, we'll bring him in. We'll bring him in because we don't want to ever have to deal with like potential downfall of that type. We do have some potential with Zacian having the Terra here. We're not going to use it on Tornadus. We have no reason to. They don't have Fake Out on that side of the field, which is good. So Walking Wake and Raging Bolt versus Tornadus and Chien-Pao. Okay. So in this instance, what we can do is go ahead and do Tailwind, so I outspeed. And then we can go Ice Spinner into Raging Bolt, which may or may not KO. They could swap out like Raging Bolt to bring in Groudon, which then would make a really good counter for Walking Wake. Absolutely, like it would be amazing. Because then Hydro Steam's going to do a lot more damage. No switches, so Tailwind will go off. No Thunderclap either. Right into Raging Bolt, goes down. So no Sun. Lost some HP. Flamethrower goes right into Chain Pow. Does get the KO. So it's not a bad trade-off. Not a bad one. That's the Life Orb. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in Zacian. Give ourselves a +1. The one thing I didn't mention before, we did look into... Ooh, shiny Groudon. Let's go. Here comes the Drought. So now... Oh, Walking Wake does get a boost now. Photosynthesis and its speed. Okay. We did look at the moves that Gouging Fire does have, and it looks like that we had set ourselves up to what a lot of people use. And when I was looking up like Crunch like one-shots Calyrex, so that was cool. Let's go ahead and Protect here. I'm going to Terra, Play Rough into Walking Wake. That's probably going to Protect though. But I do not want to get hit with a lot from Groudon. So like Earthquake would have done like a lot of damage, which then would have done something to Walking Wake. I'm not sure. I'm going to Protect here. It also protects, okay. Okay. Fret Blades does nothing to Tornadus. It is gonna hit Zacian. Which I'm not taking full damage. So we're good there. How long do I have Tailwind for? 2 more turns. So Bleak Wind Storm. And I will Behemoth Blade Groudon. Here comes Terra. Are you gonna go where? Okay. Walking Wake. Turns to fire. Okay. It's not bad. Behemoth Blade. Groudon. That's the considerable amount of damage. Bleak Wind Storm hits both. It's enough to knock out Groudon. Let's go. And a considerable amount of damage to Walking Wake as well. So now Hydro Steam's going to go into... Oh, it's Draco Meteor. And Tornadus like avoids it because he is a boss. Out comes Gouging Fire. And the attack was heightened. So let's go ahead and Protect here again. And I'm gonna... Oh, what should I do? Sacred Sword, Walking Wake. I think Gouging Fire is gonna Protect. Or use Burning Bulwark. And I do not want Zacian to be burnt. There's the Protect. Here comes Breaking Swipe. Oh, Dragon Dance. Okay. Attack and speed boost. And Tailwind's now gone. I'll activate Tailwind. Now Sacred Sword. Yeah, Sacred Sword, Walking Wake. Because this should knock it out. should be in the keyword, because even if I get it low, its attack is going to do a lot more, which is what I want. Now, Gouging Fire will probably have the booster energy, so I have to be mindful of that. Tailwind, because I want to go faster. Sacred Sword. Knocks down Walking Wake. Because Gouging Fire can't do a ton of damage to my side of the field, so I'm not worried about it per se. Dragon Claw into Zacian does knock it out. Now the sun should be disappearing here soon. So we'll see. Out comes Urshifu, which now all of my attacks do neutral. Sun lasts for one more turn. Let's go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm. And I'll Surging Strikes. Surging Strikes. It's not going to do a ton of damage just because of the fact that the sun is still up. Having the weather would be perfect here. Because Storm also hits. That's a considerable amount of damage. Dragon Claw. It's not KO to Urshifu. Drops the sun. Booster energy. No booster energy. So did you have Sash or something else? See, now Surging Strikes is actually doing quite a bit of damage. And there's our win. Oops. 7-6, let's go. Oh, whatever. I wrote notes on the wrong line. That's okay. I have a little notebook next to me, so when I make adjustments to like matches, or if there's something that pops out at me that's like, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had this. Obviously, right now, a lot of the times, I wish I had Flutter Mane. And that is just because of the fact that I'm used to being able to bring out Flutter Mane and Tornadus and then be able to realistically affect the first portion of the battle. But I can also say that I wish that I had like Torkoal and Flutter Mane, because it would be just as good. Torkoal comes out, helping hands to Flutter Mane. Flutter Mane does a lot of damage, plus gets a boost in the sun, which means that with the Choice Specs, the Terra, and it just completely annihilates that side of the field incredibly fast and incredibly easy. And that does set me up for my 3-3 method, but I do not know who to remove at this point to be able to accommodate both, if that makes sense. Because if I do both, I can't have Farigiraf. So it's one of those things that I have to like chip in, but that's just the first thing that I think of all the time, because I don't have Flutter Mane. Having Flutter Mane right now would be actually really good, but I need to not rely on just having Flutter Mane. I'm totally fine with relying on like Tornadus and or Chien-Pao, but everyone else needs to be able to be changed at any given time. Okay, so we have Oranguru, all right, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Annihilate, Incineroar, Pelipper, and Ice Rider Calyrex. Okay, so now that we know that we're not dealing with anyone that can realistically flat out attack us right away, what we could do is we could just imprison Trick Room, because that's their entire strat, unless like Annihilate gets in the way quite a bit. Farigiraf is going to be able to survive though, so we won't have to worry about that. We will use Farigiraf and Urshifu, Zacian, and then Chien-Pao to tie it off. We're not going to use Gouging Fire because they do have Pelipper on that side of the field. It's neutral because, you know, Dragon Fire weakens water, but Dragon resists water, so makes it neutral. But because it becomes neutral, I am less likely to use it, but I could use Pelipper to do a lot of damage in the beginning. We have Annihilate and Oranguru. And it's Farigiraf and Urshifu. So I'm going to do Imprison just to kind of turn that off. Terra Water, and I'm going to go straight into Annihilate. I'm gonna go right into Annihilate. So that we can knock out that Pokemon incredibly easy. Again, I outspeed a lot of the majority of the Pokemon, including Calyrex Shadow Rider. So is Oranguru gonna get a lot of stuff done? Possibly. It doesn't have Follow Me, as far as I'm aware. Final Gambit. Wait, you outspeed Urshifu? That shouldn't be possible. Like, quite seriously, like, I'm 223. Interesting. Couldn't use Trick Room. Interesting. What? No. Does he go higher than 223? He does, right? I might have to look at that one. I didn't think Annihilate was able to outspeed. But obviously I was wrong, because you know, that's exactly what happened. So let's do Foul Play the Hemoth Blade? Terra goes probably into Calyrex. Like, Oranguru is gonna out there and he's gonna order him to do the attacks twice. Turns him to Terra Water. Totally fine with that. I don't have a grass type. I don't have an electric type, so I'm just kind of messed up here. That's not gonna be super effective either. Foul Play, but I do outspeed. Oh, it taunts. Okay. Interesting. High horsepower. Zacian's holding out strong. Okay. Foul Play. I think Calyrex is going to protect again. Or he's going to protect. And if he protects, it's looking pretty good. In the event that he doesn't, though, let's go ahead and play rough into that slot. It should get enough to get the KO. Does not protect. He does not get the KO. No. Oh, man. I was super. Oh, well. Instruct. So now he gets to activate High Horsepower. Zacian again. Which I'm okay with. Honestly, I'm okay with. I could have swapped him out to bring in Qian Pao, but I don't think it's going to really do a whole lot. But he gets the Chillinay boost. And now he gets to do Glacial Lance, which may not knock out Burgraf. It does. Oh, well, what the crit it does. Does with the crit. It's another Chillinay boost. Okay, bring out Qian Pao. I mean, Trick Room is going to get off. I can't knock out Oranguru. Yeah, we're going to attack into Calyrex. Okay. It's like, okay, I can either attack into it and knock it out, or I can swap out into Ursaluna and then I can knock it out. But Trick Room is going to get activated regardless, and I can't do anything about it, which is really, 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 really unfortunate. However, since we are kind of in a 50-50 here, I'm going to look up Annihilate real quick. I say 50-50 because I could possibly pull this out, but I do not know if I'm going to have that ability. $156. Oh, that might mean that he outspeeds. We'll protect here. This Trick Room is active. I think Vacuum Wave's going to come up. That makes sense. Earth Power. Okay. Annihilate. 2. So the instruct comes in. There's the scarf. Oh, okay, I see. 234. So Annihilate does outspeed Urshifu with the full investment into Jolly and to Choice Scarf. That's unfortunate. That would have been like a really good counter. How long do I have Trick Room for? 3 more turns? Maybe? Sucker Punch on the Ursaluna. I mean, oh, that's a crit. That's a crit, but I think I'm gonna go down here. There's Earth Power. I live with 3 HP. Let's go. Now, do you miss? Instruct. Nope, this is it. Earth Power again. Now, if I was only Terra Flying, if I was Terra Flying, that would have been like a completely different thing. We wouldn't have to worry about Vacuum Wave. We wouldn't have to worry about, I mean, we could still worry about, you know, Hyper Voice, but obviously not turning off a rank. Well, we turned off a Rangaroo, but not knocking him out. But it's not like we had a choice. A Rangaroo realistically is a really, really, really strong and bulky Pokemon. The thing that threw me off completely was the fact that Urshifu got taken down turn 1. And because of that, it made it incredibly hard to come up with a counter after that. Like, we could have probably done a little bit better if I opened up with Farigiraf and Chien Pao Terra Ghosted, and then made Final Gambit completely worthless, but I didn't see that in the cards. I did see Final Gambit. I just thought that Urshifu outsped so that if I did get hit with Final Gambit, I would have been able to outspeed. We're going to look at this real quick. We're going to do this live. So we already looked up Annihilate, obviously, and it's 234 with the Choice Scarf Jolly method and Urshifu that I've just changed it. I have 223 with the Adamant set, which is what I'm currently on. Oh, I would have outsped. 244 is Jolly Choice Scarf. I would have done it. Dang it. What you sacrifice for the price of speed or attack. It ends up being my speed. I don't like that. Don't like that. Oh, okay. We have Muck, Smeargle, Lugia, Regigigas, Clefairy, and Rillaboom. So we do have a couple people with Sacred Swords, so we're actually looking pretty snazzy with that. I see the first 2 being used, Lugia and maybe Clefairy. I do have, you know, Farigiraf here, so they're not likely going to bring in Rillaboom, but I could set it up that way. I absolutely could. We can go Zacian, Chien Pao, Farigiraf in case if I need to swap. I don't think they really have anyone that could really outspeed me per se, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much. But we'll bring in Urshifu after that. The 2 Pokemon I have to worry about is obviously Muck and Smeargle. Now Smeargle can have any move that it wants. Tailwind, Fake Out. It could also have freaking Wide Guard. A lot of different assortment of moves. They open up with Muck, Smeargle. Full shiny, let's go. I do Zacian as well as Chien Pao. Okay. So Zacian's going to get swapped out now so I can bring out Farigiraf because Fake Out is going to come out. Because Fake Out's going to come out, I'm going to go ahead and Sacred Sword into Muck. But Follow Me is probably going to get activated now. But if it's not Follow Me, it's probably going to be Fake Out. So Farigiraf's going to come out, say no to that. Muck's going to protect. Totally fine with that. And no. Are you using Trick Room? Oh, Spore. Okay. Safety Goggles protects the Farigiraf, so I'm good there. Let's go ahead and foul play the Smeargle, and I'm gonna go right into Muck again. There's the follow me. Sacred Sword. Takes it down to its sash. And here comes the hit. Foul play. Doing like the 1 damage it needs. Smeargle faints. And now Muck gets the power of alchemy activated and gets moody. So it's, yep, it's going to do the minimize. Here's that strat. It's super annoying, but I can't really do anything about it. Defense rose. Special defense fell. But you know what I don't have to worry about? That ability. Period. But now I can retreat Furgraph because I don't really need it now. So that's dope. We do have Follow Me, though. I could imprison so that Protect can't... You know what? Let's do that. Let's imprison so Protect can be used. And I'm gonna Sacred Sword. You know what? I'm gonna double Protect. I'm gonna Protect here. Not double Protect. I'm gonna Protect Chi and Pao. So Muck's gonna Protect, obviously. The Fairy's gonna do something. I'm gonna use Imprison. So now Muck cannot use Protect. And Moonblast goes into a well-protected Chi and Pao. Let's go. Attack rose. Special defense fell. Okay. I'm going to protect here. I'm going to Sacred Sword. Not actually. Yeah, I'm going to protect here, and I'm going to swap Chi and Pao for Zacian. Because Moonblast could come out again, and it's going to knock out Chi and Pao, so I'm going to just do Zacian, so now I take less damage against fairy types. And I have Sacred Sword still, so I'm good. There's the Follow Me. Okay. Minimize again. You know what, Muck? I'll just leave you alone. You want to be left alone? I'll leave you alone. Okay? Okay. Dude, your special defense is like -3 at this point. Why not? We'll just foul play the Clefairy. I'm just going to go ahead and hit Clefairy with, you know, Behemoth Bash. This is going to be real. It's going to hurt a lot. A lot. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Dun, dun. Okay. Follow me. Yep. You can go ahead and do that all that you want. Behemoth Blade. On the Clefairy. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close though. Foul play. I do it. I hit it for 1. Dope. Knock off. Oh no. Furgraph. Stops Muck from using Protect. But I'm okay with that. Okay, special attack rose. Special defense fell. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's Urshifu. Let's go. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and Surging Strikes into the Fairy, and I'm going to Sacred Sword into Muck. This Follow Me is gonna come out. Right? Follow me. Yep. So I'm not going to be able to do anything to Clefairy, to Muck, regardless. Surging Strikes into Clefairy. 1 hit knocks it out. Because I outspeed Zacian by 3 points. Hit 1 time. And here comes Sacred Sword. Protect was not activated. Minimize again. It's got the leftovers. No, Black Sludge. Attack rose sharply. Defense fell. It's probably Lugia now. Yep. The Alola Champion. So what stats does this guy? Ooh. Attack +4. Special attack +4. Special defense -4, defense +1. That's an assortment of stuff there. Let's go ahead and go into Lugia. You know what? I might as well just double into that slot. Surging strikes. Critical. Wow. That seemed to be a little bit more damage. Like that. Demon Blade. Jesus, so tanky. Psych up. Okay. Copied all of Muck's stuff. And Muck used Minimize again. Cannot go any higher. Black Sludge. Okay. Special attack Rose. Special defense fell. Urshifu, go ahead and go after Muck. I'll go ahead and... Oof, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's just go straight into Lugia. I have to put in so much now. Surging Strike's gonna miss. Sacred Sword. Jesus, that's not gonna do anything now. This isn't good. It's not good at all. Oh, you knocked off my choice scarf? Okay. Special defense rose. Defense fell. I guess I can go into other attacks now. See if I can knock out Muck. I doubt it, but I'm gonna try. You took my speed, but you're probably not gonna be able to take very much else. I'm gonna do my best. Sacred Sword. It's a lot on Muck. Surging Strikes does hit. Let's go. 1. 2, and this should get the KO. 3. Muck goes down. Earth Power on Zacian, which is going to knock it out. That's a +4 special attack, Lugia. Okay. Surging Strikes, and let's try it. Sucker Punch. It's gonna fail. Surging Strikes also fails. It's gonna recover. Oh, that's so dumb. Try it again. God, no. I'm probably gonna lose this one because I can't hit it. For some reason, it has Psych Up. Why does it have Psych Up? That's my question. Why does this thing have Psych Up? Oh, +6 is gonna make it so I have like 30. Down goes Urshifu. That teaches me that Haze is going to be required. Which is something that happened before. Like every time I ran up against this team before, it's like, oh, I got Sacred Sword. I could just go straight through it. I just go straight right on through it with no issues. And then, yeah. And then stuff like that. Why does he have Psych Up? That's so obnoxious. Lugia's already a tank. You gave him Psych Up and Recover? That's insane. When does he learn that? Because I don't think it's a TM. I'm gonna look that up real quick because why not? Lugia. It's not in his normal. No, it's a TM. Yeah, it's a TM. TM 203. That sucks. A lot of Pokemon get it too. Rangaroo, Ninetales, Rap, Cerebee's lagging my desktop, so that's not good. We're gonna get off that. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so we have Ice Rider, Urshifu, Pelipper, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Indeedee. So this is very interesting. What we're gonna do here is set up, you know what? Let's set up Gouchin Fire and Farigiraf to put immediate pressure on top of Ice Rider. And even if it like does Incineroar, then we won't have to worry about like swapping in to do other stuff. Zacian, and I think Qianpao is gonna be what I bring last. Because I don't want to open up with Zacian and then Farigiraf in case of like Indeedee comes out or like Amoonguss comes out. I just need to be able to shut off Trick Room because obviously Ice Rider is a hard Trick Room. All right, Incineroar and Ice Rider. So now they can't turn. I'm gonna imprison, so they can't fake anyone out. So they have to do something. Oh, Intimidate goes off, so that's totally fine. Gouchin Fire is gonna get a booster energy or boost in energy, and yeah, now he's faster. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna imprison. Let's see if they know about Armor Tail. Probably. A lot of people know about Armor Tail. Fake out. Well, they know about it now. Break and Swipe. Is that their amulet? It didn't drop. Overcloak? Overcloak. Let's do Burning Bulwark and Protect. One thing I did notice is Ice Rider's faster than Farigiraf. So that's interesting. Terra. Now this should make contact. Should being the keyword. May or may not. Terra normal? Okay. You're gonna hate Zacian in the back. And Bulwark. This might also burn Incineroar if he goes into that slot. I'm gonna double protect, because Glacial Lance should hit both. Glacial Lance. Ah. Does it burn though? Does it burn? U-turn? Didn't burn. Interesting. Flare Blitz. And I want to go Foul Play, but I don't think that's going to really work. I can't swap Farigiraf right now. Yeah, we'll go Foul Play. It's not going to do super effective damage, but it is still going to do damage. It is a +2 now. Oh, I still get the burn. Let's go. Oh, wait. Maybe that's going to help with... Oh, I don't know about that now. Still got a +2. Oh, that's... U-turn? Okay. Okay. That burn is definitely going to hinder him a lot. Amoonguss. Oh, Foul Play does a lot. Oh, did I set it up? Oh, just barely. Okay. Just barely survives. We'll go right over there. And I will protect. Ice Rider's done for. He has to swap. It's not going to swap. Okay. Ice Rider's done for. Flare Blitz into Amoonguss. Gets it down to a quarter. I take damage from Rocket Helmet and the recoil, which means I go down. Means Glacial Lance does nothing. And they die. Not die. They get knocked out from burn damage. Pollen Puff. Coming in clutch. Really clutch. Holy cow. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Bring in Chien Pao. That's Ice Spinner and Foul Play. It would make a lot of sense to, Sucker Punch, but if Rage Powder comes out, it's going to cause us problems. So I would much rather just go right into that slot, force the either the switch or something else anyway. So there's the Rage Powder. Ice Spinner. I went into Amoonguss anyway. Take a little bit of damage from Rocky Helmet and then a little bit of damage from Fly Forward. Am I going to survive Glacial Lance even though it's +2? He's burned, so maybe? I do. He does get another +1 because Spurgraph goes down. But I don't really care about that too much, realistically. I do believe I still have my Terra. So here comes Incineroar. I get my boost. Intimidate comes out. Terra Ghost. Sacred Sword. And Protect. Stopping the fake out from Chien Pao, so it's not going to really do anything to me. And I go faster than Ice Rider, and this should get the KO. Keyword being should. Even at the -1, I should be able to knock it out. Fake out goes in Chien Pao. Oh, Zacian. Okay. Sacred Sword. Down goes Ice Rider. Being Terra normal made it so that Sacred Sword can do just a ton of damage. And now, next turn, you have 2 Pokemon against yours. So, probably going to send out their 4th Pokemon? Okay. No. Okay. I thought that was it. I honestly thought that was it. So, what's the best call here? Let's Sucker Punch into Urshifu. Play Rough into Urshifu. Sucker Punch hits. Not going to do as much damage, but it is going to do something. Surgeon Strikes into Chien Pao, just going to knock it out. Please hit. Please hit. That's a Scarfed Urshifu. I already know what it is. Please hit. Play Rough hits. Urshifu goes down. Now it's just Incineroar versus Zacian. Flare Blitz, do not knock it out. Good boy. It's a lot of recoil damage. Okay. Sacred Sword. Oh, son of a biscuits. Oh. son of a biscuits. Seven, 9. So we did calc that a little bit. Obviously, if I would have Terra'd water to Zacian, it would have been fine, but I thought Fake Out would go into Chien Pao, which then means I would have ignored it. But it was a good call. It was the best call that I could make. I was really hoping that Sacred Sword would be able to do it. When it comes to Incineroar, having like Intimidate and just having enough base stat totals to live almost everything makes it so hard to KO. So hard. Still, it's a nice attempt though. We did hold out like a lot with Gouging Fire, so that was dope. Let's move on. Okay, ooh, Shadow Rider. Dope. Clefairy, Incineroar, Urshifu, Raging Bolt, and Rillaboom. Yay me. Okay, so because Shadow Rider's in the picture, we're gonna have to bring in Tornadus. We're also gonna bring in Chien Pao just so that we can kind of force a lot of things right away. Hopefully, that's gonna be the case. Now, we could also bring in Frigoraph to turn off all the priority that's on that side of the field, but realistically, it's half the team. It's just like the revolving door of Pokemon, which is Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Thunderclap and Raging Bolt. But I don't think that they're going to bring that Pokemon in. Instead, we could bring in like Gouging Fire just to kind of deal with the damage that Electric type is going to have. So let's go ahead and bring in Zacian and Gouging Fire. That's who we're going to bring in. We're going to leave Urshifu and Frigoraph in the back. You see, like, why, like, part of the notes was, like, okay, ignoring, like, obviously Haze and, like, Fluttermane, just because Fluttermane would put a lot of pressure onto that side of the team. And plus, I have a Ghost type that I don't have to use the Terra right away, which allows me to do a little bit more. So that's kind of why I want that in there. We have Urshifu and Incineroar versus Tornadus and Chien Pao. So here comes the Intimidate, which is gonna hurt Chien Pao just a bit, but not as much. We're gonna go ahead and do Tailwind, and then I'm gonna Terra. Terra Sacred Sword into Incineroar. Let's weaken it down, because if Tornadus lasts this turn, we'll be able to Bleak Wind Storm next turn. So we're to Terra. Goes right for Chien Pao so that we ignore Fake Out. Where we need the first turn attack. I would Protect, but Urshifu just kind of ignores it anyway. So I'm just like, we're just going to do this. Detect. So it's not Scarf. Tailwind. Sacred Sword into Incineroar. That's not Fake Out. Does Will-O-Wisp instead. Okay. I'm absolutely okay with that. You can burn me. That's totally fine. I'm -1. It's not going to really do anything to me. I will Bleak Wind Storm. And then... should I swap? I could swap to Gouging Fire. It would be neutral, but I wouldn't be burnt. But that's not going to do anything. No, instead I'll just Sacred Sword into Urshifu in case of its Sash. Withdrew Incineroar. Okay. Here comes Calyrex. Nope, Raging Bolt. Sacred Sword. It's not super offensive onto Urshifu. That's totally fine though. Bleak Wind Storm. Hits both. Does knock down the Urshifu though. And I dropped the speed for Raging Bolt. That's cool. Okay. Chien Pao was hurt by the burn. You gonna bring out Incineroar again? Probably. Nope, it's Shadow Rider. Nerve. So I'm going to protect and sucker punch into Shadow Rider. Because they're probably thinking I'm not going to do that much damage, but I'm burnt and -1. But I'm going to... Shadow Rider's 4 times weak, so I don't think I'll be affected too much, but it would be like a really good bait here. If it is a bait, I totally fell into it. Absolutely fell into it. No switches. Sucker Punch is going to fail. So that's a Calm Mind. Thunderclap is also going to fail. Yep. A Calmed Mind. Okay. Save a little bit of a burn. Taunt. And... you know what? Sucker Punch. Why not? Gonna fail. Taunt the Calyrex. So now your next attack has to work. Electro Web. Okay, Tailwind's gone. I'm gonna Tailwind, Ice Spinner into Raging Bolt. Because I think Shadow Rider is going to swap out here. It would make sense because they don't. Okay. Terra Fairy. So okay, that's not a bad call. Not a bad call at all. I have to do Tailwind here because Zacian in the back is going to be able to outspeed because my Tailwind fell. Ice Spinner. Right into Raging Bolt, which sets it up nicely for anyone else that comes in after. Draining Kiss. Goes over to Tornadus. Gets a Grenade boost. Electro Web. It's going to take down Chien Pao. Okay, so now it's Gouging Fire and Zacian in the back. Gouging Fire and Zacian. Okay. So are you going to swap to Incineroar now or later? Incineroar is weak. Let's go and get you set up. And... good Breaking Swipe. Breaking Swipe would be good. Since I don't outspeed Zacian... oh, it's not going to do that much this turn. Let's Burning Bulwark. No switches. Assuming no protects. Thunderclap. It's not enough. Behemoth Blade. It should knock out Zacian. Does. Like, a lot of my calcs showed Shadow Rider being knocked out. So Calyrex is, like, not living without a sash or, like, really, really, really intensive training into defense. And even then, like, it's really, really hard. Intimidate goes off on both. I'm just going to go ahead and play rough over there. Actually... protect here, Breaking Swipe here. is I outspeed, so either one of those Pokemon's gonna be able to do something. Okay, fake out goes into Gouging Fire, which is totally fine. This could be bad if, yep. Goes into that slot, which is totally fine. But what I learned last time is I need to go into Incineroar and not, oops. I'm going into Incineroar and not doing anything to Raging Bolt. It's got -2 for its special attack, so it shouldn't be able to KO me, like, at all. They don't have any more Pokemon on the back, so using a Draco Meteor now is probably not the best. Because look at that. Like, that's about as much damage that it can do to me. If Play Rough lands next turn, this is my win. Tailwind's gone. Alright. I just need Play Rough to land now. It can't really do anything right now to not get KO'd. Okay. Whew. So, in that instance, I was really thinking about, oh, I should take down Raging Bolt. But Incineroar having access to Flare Blitz, which I don't know if that one did. I know it had Will-O-Wisp, but I attacked before it regardless of what its speed tier is because it's not higher than 200 or even 220 when I sit. So in that regard, going after Incineroar is a lot more of a better option because then I don't have to deal with like any big advantage that Raging Bolt has. Like, it has Thunderclap, maybe Snarl, but that doesn't really do anything to my side of the field. Fairy resists Dark, and I also have Steel. So I'm not affected by electric attacks, I think. I'm not affected by a lot of the stuff that Raging Bolt can do. I negate its Dragon typing, and I take Neutral? Maybe Neutral? Let me check that out real quick. No, I'm checking a lot of stuff out just live, but I would rather have the thing answered than not. So Ground, it's Neutral Electric, but since he got a -2 for his special attack, it made it really, really easy for me to get around it. So interesting. And that didn't like slow down my PC at all. Cool. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sentret? What is this? Okay, Sentret, Ice Rider, Farigiraf, Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, and Grimmsnarl. I don't know what Sentret's gonna do. I'm immediately getting like Endeavor vibes from this thing. Jesus, what am I gonna do? Obviously, they're gonna want to activate Trick Room. So the question is, do I start off with that or not? Let's bring in. Well, they don't have Intimidate as far as I'm aware. That's Sentret. Let's. Okay. I win. So no. What was that? It counts, I guess. That's the weirdest one. I guess we'll count it. I'm not sure. I mean, we had like really good 5 matches here. I was really interested in seeing what Sentret did. So let me look up Sentret. This is like a normal type, right? It's been so long since I've seen that Pokemon. Yeah, it has Runaway, Keen Eye, and Frisk. So probably, let's see. Frisk reveals the item, as you all know. Keen Eye makes it so the opponent cannot lower this Pokemon's accuracy and also ignores evasion boosts on the opponent. And then Runaway, except for trainer battles, you can always run away from battle. You cannot switch out during Mean Look or Block. So even if you had that ability, it still can't do that. Its moveset's pretty interesting. It's got Follow Me, so that's cool. Helping Hand, Sucker Punch, Baton Pass, as well as Rest. It's also got Defense Curl. That's interesting. It's got Charm. I'm just naming off the attacks that would be really beneficial. It looks like it has access to Sunny Day. I would say all weathers, but I only see Sunny Day and Rain Dance. Yeah, it looks like those two. Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, Nose Trick, as well as Substitute. Like I said, Helping Hand and Baton Pass. No Super Fang. Learns that from the TM. It also gets Tidy Up, which is something that not Tandem, but Mousehold has, which is really, really cool. Remove Spike, Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, and Toxic Spikes and Substitute. Also boosts the user's attack and speed stats. It's one stage, but that's pretty good. Also gets priority move Baby Doll Eyes, so that's interesting. It also gets Focus Energy, as well as Endeavor at 205. So depending on how this Pokemon was ran, most likely with the Focus Sash Endeavor, so whoever attacks it gets it down to 1 HP, and then it's just gonna hit you and do like a ton of damage of your life, and brings you down to its HP, which is gonna be like 1. And then its partner is gonna be able to really hit you for very hard. I'm not 100% sure what that trainer was thinking, having it as a hard Trick Room team, especially if I could turn it off. So it's probably like a late game thing, or they just didn't want to use Annihilate, or just didn't have access to Annihilate. That would probably be my guess. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, I'm okay. So I'm a little lost. So I'll be right back and we'll get through the outro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of today's video. So I know that we never really got a 6 match, but it does count because it did add to the wins-loss ratio. So we're at 18 matches overall, and we're tied, and we're halfway through Ultra Ball. So I guess when we come back tomorrow, we'll have more matches to watch, and hopefully it's not too hot so I can pre-record some matches for the weekend, because it is going to get extremely hot over here in the Pacific Northwest. But for now, the only notes that I have is that I just keep thinking like, okay, it would be great to have Fluttermane in certain circumstances, but again, I mentioned it before, I'm trying not to like heavily rely on the same set of Pokemon. What makes my channel like really, really decent, at least in my opinion, is that I'm always building new teams to try them out and to do well in the online ranked ladder, to get a little bit better knowledgeable of the Pokemon that I'm going to be using, as well as like get a better understanding about matchups. And when I'm talking about matchups, I'm talking about like what does what really well. So like having the instance of like, okay, like earlier with Farigiraf, even though that we went against a burnt plus 2'd, Ice Rider, how much damage are we going to do with Foul Play? Right now, Foul Play is a really good counter for that archetype specifically, and in having Foul Play on a lot of different Pokemon means that you don't really have to worry about the physical attackers, which is probably why everyone's swinging over to special attackers. But I still want to broaden my horizons and try out different Pokemon, even if I use the same archetype team strategy that I usually go with, which is hyper aggressive speed control with Tailwind. I don't technically use like Icy Wind or Electro Web, but I should, and I would love to do that someday. I know that I have my own Raging Bolt retrained and ready to go. It is recalced, so it should be able to survive quite a bit on the things that a lot of people use. And this information I take from like Pokemon Home. So if you guys want to see him come out again and see what we can do for him specifically, let me know down in the comments down below, and I will bring him in with a brand new team, or even introduce him into this one and see what we can come up with. So far, while Gouging Fire does have a place, it's a little weird, right? I don't want to say like he's bad. He does have reasons of being a part of the team, and I did use him quite a bit in this video, but I don't know if the archetype that I'm using is suited for him right now. So we're going to try him out a little bit more, and then we can go on from there. The other note that I have is obviously Haze. And Haze is just to go after that specific archetype where everyone's getting boosted. It would do really well against Shadow Riders and Ice Rider, so pretty much Calyrex in it all on its own. But you don't necessarily know when Pokemon are just going to like start buffing up because of the fact of abilities or even moves, unless you go to open team sheet and kind of like get the idea of, oh, this is how you're going to try to beat me. Otherwise, in closed team sheets or the ladder builds like these, we're physically looking at what we can do for just the turn and what we can do to make sure that our damage is equatable without like dropping anything drastically. Like Tornadus, for instance, it doesn't matter if his physical attack drops because he's a special attacker. It only matters when his special attack drops, and then it's like, okay, now you get him off the field so that someone else can come in. But I'm also seeing my physical attackers get hit quite a bit because of Intimidate, and because I have 4 of them, makes it very easy targets. So I might have to just rearrange the team altogether just because I have 4 targets that does not ignore intimidates, which is terrible, which is probably why I'm going to start writing down clear amulet, just because I need to be able to have an answer for intimidate. And that is the answer I come up with. I could also do, well, I can't do covert cloak. Covert cloak only does secondary effects, not abilities. So yeah, it's really, really weird and interesting. Kind of makes me want to do it myself and have my own revolving door of Pokemon. But if everyone goes into multiple like special attackers, my revolving door turns shallow, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, that's all the notes that I really have for this particular video. Matches went really, really well. So because of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and sign out for the day. I'm hoping you guys enjoy your 4th of July. I know I will, because I will be asleep and I don't have to work today, so that's cool. But I will be online, so if you guys want to join the Discord, that's going to be in the description. I will be on most of the day once I wake up, and then we can chat and maybe get some battling in or some trades, you know, whichever one. If you guys want to do ogre ousting or barbecue quests, totally cool. But I will be around the computer throughout the day. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching once again. If you guys want to show your appreciation on how I'm doing in today's season, or season 20, sorry, go ahead and leave a like in the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Again, leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments left behind. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, look in the description. You'll find my X account as well as Discord. Both are free to follow, or just kind of coming in and chat. We will have rental code Saturdays when I get more rental codes. I just want to focus on the teams that my community builds, and then kind of give my thoughts and prayers, not necessarily prayers, but just my thoughts of how the team is. And it's also going to help broaden my horizons with like different legendaries that you guys build. And that's going to be in the rental code or the rental teams thing in the Discord. Again, you can just look in the description and do it there. If you guys are a brand new viewer, hi, my name is Matt. I create VGC content like this, and I have a playlist of like 300 plus videos that you guys can look at and see if you guys want to experience more content like I do here, or if you guys just want to hit the subscribe button, that would perfectly be fine. I would enjoy that actually. If you are a returning viewer, why not hit that button as well? Because, you know, it's free and it should have lit up on the screen, just like the comments and the like button, like those. Yeah. Anyway, if they did, awesome. Let me, if they didn't, let me know, and I'll let YouTube know, and we'll see if we can get that fixed. You guys can hit the notification bell over on the right. You can be notified when I upload next. And I do plan on uploading every single day this month, except for the days where I have to wake up early in the morning. I do work swing shift, so I am up throughout most of the night. I have to go into a meeting for work, or I have to work overtime for work. So those 3 things in consideration. If I have to decline or not post anything, I'll let you guys know in the community tab on YouTube. I try to do it on all platforms, but YouTube is usually first. So you'll hear it there, and then it'll just trickle down. Then that's it. Again, happy Thursday for the folks that are not in the US. Happy 4th of July for the rest of the people, and I'm hoping you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good fireworks show. Hopefully you guys got quite a bit. I don't have any. It's unfortunate, but that's okay. I will enjoy the fireworks show nonetheless, because we do have a lot of people living around here that do have fireworks. So I'll enjoy the show much later. But stay hydrated, stay cool. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, take care, and I'll see you then. Peace.